Hey yo, what's up Eagles Nation, what's up Sports Nation? It's your boy Cool Eagle back here in another video. Just want to come talk to you guys because word on the street in Eagles football is that Howie Roseman and Jerry Jones have a mutual interest in Shaquille Leonard of the Indianapolis Colts, who was released by the Colts. Not really a surprise to a lot of Colts fans. If you go through Colts Twitter or any kind of Colts platform, they do talk about what they feel is a declination of what they paid for in Shaquille Leonard. He's not really as effective during his first couple years in the league. He's been plagued by injuries, and I think there was some front office problems that they talked about. But leave your thoughts in the comments about that. Now, my personal opinion and my expert opinion on Eagles football right now is that you don't really need Shaquille Leonard. You already have Nicholas Morrow. You got Zach Cunningham. You're getting a good work out of Nolan Smith if you put him in the right spot. And then you have Nakobe Dean coming back in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, it does make great depth for the Philadelphia Eagles. You're not really paying much for Shaquille Leonard right now. According to SpotContract.com, I think it's like 6.5 if he clears injury waivers, which he has. So, you're really getting him for next to nothing. And Howie Roseman is a guy that we know can work the numbers. You know, seeing what he did to get A.J. Brown over here, the Jalen Hurts contract. You know, Carson Wentz's contract when it first came out, even though we did take that $30+ million cap hit when he left. But, you know, those things just, you know, unexpected events happen in football, right? Y'all know that it's any given Sunday. An injury or two can change a whole franchise's destination in the season. So, if you get Shaquille Leonard, now it'll have a lot of impact on depth because now you have a solid piece that you're really not paying for. But do you really need him? Do you really need him? Just because, again, you have Nicholas Morrow playing at high levels, Zach Cunningham playing at a high level. Now, one thing I do say about Shaquille Leonard is, you know, like Bradley Roby, he's very good at punching the ball out, which is something that you want in a linebacking core that doesn't produce a lot of turnovers, right? So, honestly, no, I'm going to change my take on that. I think Shaquille Leonard would be a great piece for this team. Again, like, thinking back to this, like, financially, because if you're getting him for next to nothing, why not? Because, again, at the end of the day, whether he goes to the Cowboys or not, you're paying little to nothing for him. But I would think if he has mutual interest from these two juggernauts in the NFC, because whether we want to say it or believe it or admit it or not, the Cowboys are a dominant piece in the AFC, sitting at the number 4 spot. Yeah, so, I mean, I think we should get Shaquille Leonard. I think it's a very good idea to get Shaquille Leonard just because, again, it's a depth piece, his skill set, and you're paying little to nothing for him on his contract. So he can get a lot of good film if we which is what I expect, another playoff run for the Philadelphia Eagles to the Super Bowl, the NFC Conference game. That's a lot of good film for him. That's something that he can use to go in the offseason if he wants to go play with another team and get a long-term deal, because that's what it's all about. But I'm curious to hear what you guys' thoughts in the comments are. Definitely going to go watch some NFL football right now. I'm wanting the Detroit Lions to lose, just because if they lose, that puts them like a game and a half behind the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC conference, a conference that's looking very, very tight. You know, which is why these next 4 games of the Philadelphia Eagles schedule is going to be so important. Because once you get through this gauntlet of the Buffalo Bills, the 49ers, the Cowboys, and the Seahawks, you have Arizona and the Giants twice. Not saying either of those are just going to be outright easy games, because, again, this is an any given Sunday league. But if we go through this gauntlet, or just what they call a gauntlet, which I feel like we can. Just because, again, we look at the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen leads the league in turnovers for the past 6 years. He's been turning the ball over at an alarming rate, losing to teams like the Denver Broncos, the Jets. He lost to the Bengals. So they're not a good AFC team. But when it comes to NFC, he appears to be a little better. But he hasn't really played quality opponents in the NFC. He's played the Giants and what other team? But like he played two teams. He's played two teams in the NFC so far. So he's 3-5 in his conference, 2-0 in the NFC, 5-5, right? So, Josh Allen is looking really human right now. The injuries on the Buffalo secondary are making them look real mortal, and I have the Buffalo defense in my fantasy. So, I don't really see Buffalo as a threat, especially since the Philadelphia Eagles are at home too. They're at home. And the Eagles are very good at home. Like I would think most NFL teams are. We hold the dominance at home for the Bills and the 49ers. If I didn't just get back from Kansas City, I'd probably go. But I don't know. I just don't believe in the Buffalo Bills enough. And I don't really believe in the 49ers. Just because, again, like Brock Purdy had a good game against one of the worst defenses in the AFC in the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I'm not convinced the Jaguars are back. They beat up on Tampa Bay, who's been just flailing off the ropes, like just trying to and hoping and praying they win that terrible NFC South. So I don't really believe in the competition they faced is anywhere near the Philadelphia Eagles. Curious to hear what you guys think about that in the comments. But yeah, so it's no point in me going to Philadelphia just to see the Buffalo Bills and 49ers. Like I've already been to Philadelphia a couple of times for the NFC conference game, in another game against the Cowboys. So I'm not really concerned about going to Philadelphia. I might go to Seattle. Just seeing what Seattle is like, just another reason to go on vacation. But curious to hear what you guys think in the comments. Again, thanks for showing up. Like, subscribe, get this content out there. I love doing this with you guys. But yeah, y'all take it easy, man, and happy holidays if you believe in them.